Whatever, dude.
What's up, you guys? Yo, hey, my name's Holden. This is Partially Biased. We got Sean, we got Aaron. We just had a nice 15, 30-minute debate about the past game. So we're not going to talk about it. We're going to get into this week of NFL football. Sean, I want you to take over because I've been listening to an argument for the past 30 minutes, and I'm tired, and I want to talk about the divisional round, not the wild card round, the divisional round. I'll tell you what stuck out to me. I'm going to tell you what stuck out to me before you guys open your mouths, and I don't want either one of you to say anything because I've had to listen to it for the past 30 minutes, all right?
Yeah.
For listeners at home, you don't understand. It's been a lot, so and it's been real and it's been heated. But let me tell you something. So I'm pumped for these Lions, okay? These Lions, Matthew Stafford coming back home to Detroit. You know, Lions punching the mouth. Boom, 14-3 right there. I loved how they were going Montgomery, then Gibbs. Rotating series. I think it's really cool. And then it got really tight. Then it became a really tight game. And it's one of those things where I feel like this Lions team has the potential and the perfect script to play in an NFC championship game. And that is wild to say. Like, that's crazy that we might see the Detroit Lions in an NFC championship game. That was my biggest takeaway from the week. Sean, I'll pass it to you. You're the host, but I just.
Dude, no, that was a great takeaway. I'm with you. Just to touch on that briefly. Yeah, man. I just loved how the fans after, like, tears in their eyes, like the way they showcase that older guy, I think he was like in his 80s, who had been a Lions season ticket holder for 30 plus years, has not seen a playoff win in a very long time. And I was just like, I think it's everything that's something that everyone as a sports fan can relate to. Like, it's just so hard to model and describe. But, well, eventually,
maybe.
I was like, I remember how hype I was when the Bills broke the playoff drought and we were just able to make a playoff game. And I was just like, it was just like, let's go. Like, it's just like, we are playing for something.
Yeah.
So, biasly, obviously my game stuck out. I'm not going to touch on it too much. But another one that really stuck out to me, I mean, obviously Texans was huge, and then like Dallas getting their asses kicked in Dallas.
I saw that coming.
Dude, you and me, we picked it.
I was totally wrong about Green Bay. You know, I didn't believe in Jordan Love. I thought
LaFleur can coach, dude. You can coach.
They barely got through a bunch of these games just to like be blowing out the second seed in the NFC. You know, like I didn't see that coming. And then the second half came around for the Dallas Cowboys, and Dan Quinn didn't adjust a single thing. They just let him run all over him. And I mean, Aaron Jones was showing up like a playoff version of himself. I mean,
he looked good
in his home state. He's in his home state. They said he had 24 tickets, friends and family in the stands. He wanted to show out for them.
Show out, baby.
For sure.
It was one of those things where I will say, I mean, granted, I thought Green Bay could upset. I don't think anyone, I don't care who you are, predicted an upset like that. It was kind of crazy, and there are a lot of questions in Dallas. And, I talked to our Dallas insider, Anthony, and, he pretty much told me that he's come to terms that Dak probably isn't the guy. And we have, there's going to have to be some changes made, because it's great to go, 12 wins, 3 straight seasons, but a team with that much talent has to get over the hump, and they have not done that. So there has to be change, because that roster, I hate to say it, is still very talented. And there are some pieces there, and they do typically hit on a lot of draft. They typically hit on their draft picks. So it sucks as a Washington fan to say that, but I mean, it truly is. I'd hope for the blow up, but I was having a conversation with somebody, and it's a potential that there is. A lot of this stuff stems from where? The very top, right? And when you have an owner that's the president, the GM, and the owner that still has his paws in the pot, I mean, at the end of the day, once you get rid of that, good things can potentially happen. So I'm curious to know if, I know Jerry Jones isn't obviously going to get rid of his team, but I think a lot of it does have to do with Jerry Jones. So
I don't know if he wants to take a step back.
Maybe a little bit, maybe just like a little bit. I know his son is heavily involved. Well, I mean, dude's 81. I mean, you only got to wait for another however long until he, you know what I'm saying? So So most of these fans are going to just outlive
what I'm
the
saying?
guy. You know what I'm saying?
This is
Dude,
unalive.
I used to think
for
I was going
those
to have
listening.
to.
Stiff as
I
a
used to think
board.
I was going to have to outlive Snyder. I used to think, okay, you know what? There's always this false hope at the beginning of the year. But at the end of the day, I'm going to just have to outlive Snyder. And I was blessed with him selling the team and the hope of us actually creating and building a franchise that can actually compete to win Super Bowls. That's like the main goal, right? You want to compete to win Super Bowls. Yes, you want to win them, but you just want to be in the mix of it. And if you can do that, that's valuable. That's special. And the Cowboys just aren't at that level. And there's got to be a reason from that, and it starts at the very top. So it trickles down. I think we're sleeping on what Jordan Love has done these past few games. I mean, it's insane what he's done the past, what they said, in 8 or 9 games. He's thrown 21 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I mean,
that's insane.
On the year, he's thrown for over 4,000 yards too. So I mean, he's been
balling.
Yeah, he's been showing signs.
This is a young team, and you look at Green Bay's ownership. What's the difference? You got a bunch of people like you and me.
They're owned by the town of Green Bay. They're communists.
And that's
they're socialists.
That's what's crazy about
Everyone
it. So
gets a piece.
Jerry Jones, racist.
What? Oh, Lord.
I think this Green Bay team is going to be good for a long time. We'll talk about it here in a bit, but
I'm with you.
What's going to happen this week? But this Green Bay team is going to be good.
I mean, that's how I was looking. And to your point about Jordan Love, I mean, essentially this is his rookie year. I know he's been in the league for a while, but in terms of getting that start time, that play time, being the guy, that's how it is when you have a first-year starter. There's going to be some roller coasters. It's tough for it to be just consistent high level of play. There's going to be some ups and downs on matchups, injuries, etc. But I don't know, for me, I think the big thing is that there's a coaching issue. Mike McCarthy made some huge promises. You have a former Super Bowl winning head coach go in there saying, hey, I can do this again. I just need a fresh start. We got the guys. We got the tools. We just need my system. And you have Jerry Jones be like, okay, sure. Yeah, come on in. Let's do it. Let's do it big. Let's do it big Dallas style. And I think the thing is that there is a shining star of a coach who is looking for a job, taking interviews by the name of Bill Belichick. And I think the big thing is, I don't know how that relationships between him and Jerry Jones would work, because like you kind of say, Jerry has his hands on a lot of things, and Bill had his hands on a lot of things in New England, and there was a lot of trust there between him and Robert Kraft. I don't think that same trust would be there unless he could convince him to be like, you're going to let me draft, or Bill's like, I don't want to draft anymore. So to me, it kind of almost eliminates him for that spot. But at the same time, man, yeah, no, Dak's good. He's just not great. It's part of me wonders, what if he was in a more run-friendly scheme, out in San Francisco or even Baltimore? So it's just less on his shoulders. But they should have won that game. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. They were 8-0 at home, dude. They were 8-0 at home. They were averaging 30. I mean, I know they got to 30-something points, but it was some garbage time stuff. But
that's one where the box score does not tell the story of the game. If you just look at the final score, you're like, oh, wow, close game.
I don't want to hear it. Anyways,
easy,
my standout game was...
Well, I didn't ask.
You think you can talk to me like that, bro?
No. No.
My standout game was the Bucs, dude. Putting Sirianni to bed. I mean...
So many good games this weekend.
I mean, they threw popcorn at him, Sean. They threw
Dude, that was disrespectful. I can't believe that.
I think it's hilarious.
A guy that just took them to the Super Bowl, and now you're just like, oh, Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback for the future. That Sirianni needs to leave. Matt Patricia is a bad defensive coordinator. Probably true.
Maybe, yeah.
But a lot of the chit chat now for Philadelphia is that Shane Steichen should have been the head coach and Sirianni should have been kicked off last year, because apparently all of their offensive success was through Steichen, or at least Jonathan Gannon being a good defensive coordinator. So it makes it Sirianni sound like he's just a figurehead. Apparently he lost the locker room, and it kind of shows when you lose to one. Baker Mayfield in a Bucs uniform right now is actually really cool to see. Man. Seeing what he's doing right now. Really like to see that. And he actually had a play where he called Chris Godwin's number, and he was like, just be ready, and he was getting blitzed, and he just went off the back foot, and it was a perfect throw, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I really like what the Bucs are doing. Kind of a sleeper for this week as well. I know Detroit. I know Detroit's running it up, and I wrongfully picked Stafford to ruin their playoff homecoming.
I mean, no,
But
Stafford balled out that game and just like
that's what I
tough,
thought.
dude. Just like he had a phenomenal game. That was just a true back and forth. There really was anyone's game that really came down to the
Oh, it was
very
awesome.
end of it.
It was beautiful, and props to Dan Campbell. We talked about this could like essentially affect him later down the line, but
yeah,
gutsy called a throw. I think it was like 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7, and
was
instead
like
of just
3rd
running
and
the ball
3.
and giving, I don't know what it was, but he drops back. Amon-Ra St. Brown catch, game over. It's gutsy to throw in that situation, but he trusts his quarterback. And then, dude, oh my God, seeing the stuff after, bro, where they see Jared Goff and they're like, "You're the king of Detroit," and dude, think about it. Matt Stafford was there for what, 9 years, 10 years,
long time,
and never gave them a playoff win. Jared Goff comes in year 3 and gives them a playoff win. Matt Stafford is no. I mean, if that was me, it's Jared Goff over Stafford, 100%. For the city, 100%. You deliver me a playoff win. It just has to be, and it sucks for Stafford because he's given so much to that city. He goes off, but guess what? He did the ultimate goal. He won his bowl.
Yeah.
And it's Jared Goff,
it's like Foles and what's his name?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, it's exactly
very
like that.
similar. It's very similar.
One guy got a statue. The other guy won 11 games.
I know. It's that thing where yes, he did get you there. Stafford kind of set the foundation, if you will, and then
Jared Goff kind of did earn it because he played the full season. He got them to the playoffs. Like that's fully Jared Goff's accomplishment.
You can see their growth every single year. You literally saw Jared Goff go from whatever they were, a 3 or 4 win team to a 9 win team to a 12 win team.
Yeah,
and now here they are. They're playing in the NFC Championship game. What are we talking about?
One more game, but yeah.
Division.
Yeah, but they're playing in the NFC Championship game.
Oh, all right.
Okay, all right. If you say so. No, I'm
Spoiler.
with you. It's just like I feel, to use a quote from this year, I think the critics wrote Jared Goff off, and he didn't write back. Like I think everyone was like, "Oh, the Rams like paid him too much money. They got out of that deal. That's great. They actually got a guy who can sling the rock, still has some juice, still has some tread on the tires, like can still sling it, ton of experience." And Jared Goff was just like, it was like, okay, well, and we look at them drafting, what was it? Tennessee's quarterback who was good and like I think tore his ACL late in the year, and we're like, oh, this is the eventual usurp, like because he was really good, and now it doesn't look like that. And just I don't know, like Holden said, just have those guts to stay to who you are, going for it on fourth, putting it away, trusting your quarterback, trusting Amon-Ra St. Brown. I kind of just butchered his first name, but you know what I'm saying.
St. Brown.
Sun God.
He's so good.
If I ever coach, that's how I'm gonna like show wide receivers to run, because he never goes out of bounds. He always cuts in. He's always fighting for that extra yard. He'd chip on his shoulder the whole way. Great route runner, smooth hands, great run blocker. Nuts. Like
hell of
he
a
just
blocker.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. Quick backtrack though. Philly fans, I kind of defend them, but after watching them dump popcorn on Sirianni, I was like, y'all don't deserve this. Y'all don't deserve.
Dude, that's how Philly fans are. They're ruthless, bro. They're ruthless.
It's like if you're good, you're great.
Not our insider Joel.
Shout out Joel.
Shout out Joel.
Most of them are ruthless.
Dude, it was like New York fans. You know what I mean? It's like they just turn on you quick, and it's just like
it's scary, dude. I'd be scared to be in that spot. Like, dude, some people would probably like try to kill Nick Sirianni. Like, honestly, like if they had the opportunity, they would be like, "I'm going to kill you." Like, they're crazy.
I'm sure death threats were probably sent.
100%,
like for the diehard fans.
100%. And I thought they might get it together this one game, but I mean, hey, Bucks showed up, and Baker is literally. I think Baker was sniffing salts on the sidelines,
just
getting
smelling salts,
getting freaking juiced. If I had known he was going to do that, I might have been a little bit more hesitant to pick the Eagles.
He's a gamer. He's a gamer, dude.
He was just ready to go, dude. I mean, he was just. They say this is the most comfortable that he's felt in the NFL. And he's played a lot of ball for a lot of different teams. So, who knows?
We'll see. It's just weird. Did not expect this out of Tampa. And it's it's definitely good to see. But I guess that's enough about last week.
And CJ Stroud's really good. That's it.
Yeah, CJ Stroud is really good. Thank you for
Stroud's
bouncing
really
the Browns. Did not want to see
good.
Joe Flacco go on a revenge tour.
Yeah, that was the Browns team that we were used to seeing, like with, or like the Joe
unfortunately,
Flacco that we were used to seeing the past couple years.
Unfortunately.
It's like,
Hey, at least the Steelers put up more points than the Browns, so sick.
Print the shirts, baby.
Better than the Browns.
Yeah, use code 1731 at checkout for 17% off.
Oh,
okay. Moving into this week.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
You did this to me. You brought this out in me.
Anyways.
All right. On to next week. We already moved past all this, boys.
Texans, Ravens. It's never over, Holden. That's the thing.
Never is.
Yeah, I know. Two AFC
This is
guys.
like the worst possible thing for our friendship. Like when it's regular season or preseason, it's whatever. But it's like, oh no, yeah, one of these guys is going to send the other guy's teams to Cancun. Like, so anyway, Texans Ravens, all lines sponsored by DraftKings. I know Holden already did, but I feel like it's kind of going to do it. And this is partially biased. So with biased takes, so many biased takes from biased fans, 1,000% biased. Partially. Okay.
Hey,
right.
Sponsored by Dogfish Sequence Ale.
Won't get you hung over, Holden.
Won't get you hung over.
For those at home, Holden informed me that it won't get you hung over, or at least not as much, because it has electrolytes in it and other nutrients.
It does.
That other
100%.
beer does not. And I thought it was BS. I believed it years ago,
true.
But then I unbelieved it. I looked it up in some free time today. It's true. 1,000% true. Look it up.
I'm telling you, dude. You are on a desert island, this is the beer you need to be drinking.
Pretty much.
This is it.
Yeah. If you're on a desert island, you need that beer. You need a lot of things, but that beer.
Or just in general. In general.
Not food, shelter, but sequence.
Yeah, sequence.
Keep you hydrated.
Not fire. Like
just beer.
Just beer, dude. Yeah, Texans Ravens odds sponsored by DraftKings. Houston plus 9.5. Ravens favored minus 9.5. Yeah. Aaron, our AFC North expert, is Baltimore running away with this, or does CJ Stroud give them a run for their money?
Oh man, I really do like this Houston team right now, and my bias is oozing because I have nothing left to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's in the script for Houston to make it just yet. I think Houston is showing amazing talent with CJ Stroud, and they're about to go up against the best all-around defense in the league, at least during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pick Baltimore here against my better judgment, but I would love to see Houston bounce them.
Nice. Yeah,
how dare you?
How dare you?
Holden, tell him how dare he.
How dare you? How dare you take your own division rival to make the AFC Championship game?
Look, I totally agree with you. I don't want them to make it, but my picks are suffering. And I've been way too biased recently. So
just recently.
Yep, just recently.
Hey, what's the name of the show? What do we do here?
What do we do?
We're only partially biased, dude. Not
this week.
1,000%.
Not last week. Not this week.
All right, fine. Give me CJ Stroud. He's going to drop 300, two touchdowns on him.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I need.
I'm still taking Baltimore. I'm still taking Baltimore.
That was fun for a second.
You can't fool me. Can't fool me.
Hey, I did it with Green Bay. I did it, and it worked. Hey, Aaron, sometimes you can speak these things into existence. All you have to do is believe. It's any given Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah, okay. I tried to manifest a Steelers win all last week, and then the game got moved, and then we lost, and all that stuff. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I believe as hard as I can, but I can't make the players execute. So, go Houston, please beat Baltimore. But for my picks, yeah.
Aaron, you ever think about being Brett Kiesel for Halloween?
No. But I've been growing it out a little bit.
I like it, dude. It looks luscious.
I thought you were gonna shave it after the.
Yeah, don't you have a hair appointment soon?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna join a boy band, huh? Get frosted tips.
In sync revival.
Can that happen before the Super Bowl so we can get a Super Bowl episode of that?
So it might happen before Mardi Gras this year. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'm going to Mardi Gras.
Why can't we do it for the pod, dude?
Yeah, bro, why not?
It's just not how my schedule works, and I don't want to.
I mean, you're gonna have it for a while anyway. It's not like you would cut the tips off.
I could just shave it all off.
I wouldn't say shave it, but yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We got to figure out who's paying for my hair appointment. But
yeah,
I'll do it for you if you want.
Yeah. Holden's cuts, dude.
Yeah.
I cut my dad's hair. I can figure yours out. Just YouTube it.
Facts.
Do you know how to do frosted tips?
Frosted tips? Yeah. I just said I'll YouTube it. It's not that hard.
I'm gonna be looking like the ugly version of Guy Fieri.
Or the sexy version of Guy Fieri.
Honestly, maybe Holden will let you borrow the Fieri fit for Mardi Gras.
Oh, dude.
You might have to undo a few buttons, but
just leave it off.
Yeah, honestly, I would.
Huh.
Yeah, Holden. So are you on the Ravens here? Sorry,
yeah, I'm
distracted.
on the Ravens. Yeah.
Okay. What the hell, man? Talk your boy up. Talk your boy up.
Lamar Jackson MVP.
Take Stroud.
Lamar Jackson MVP.
He's already going to win that.
Unfortunately.
Good. Let's keep it going.
Unless Josh Allen gets a few more votes. I mean, he's been the more consistent quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
More touchdowns, way more touchdowns.
Well, yeah, when you don't need to throw a bunch of touchdowns because you already clinched the number one seed, you don't have to throw as many touchdowns. So
that's true.
Isn't it a regular season thing?
Yeah, it's a regular season thing.
It is, but I still think, like, people talked about Dak Prescott MVP, but then you saw what Dak did and lost the first playoff game. So it's just like, I like when the MVP comes out and shows you, yo, I am the MVP. So yes, he'll probably win the MVP, but I want him to come out here and show it. I think he will. I look for him to do some crazy stuff on the ground. I'm looking at that old spread on him rushing yards. Like, I'm thinking like 70, 80. I'm talking like this man's going to be running on this like Texans team. Pretty much. You know what? It's funny you say that. Like, Josh Allen was set at what, 38.5? What do you have, 60, 70? Like,
73.
Lamar, he had 73?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like +4. That's like +300,
I will jump through this screen, Sean.
I'd like to see you try that.
You boys need to stop. This is enough.
I didn't start it. He's making all these
comments.
Around.
You're making me cuss. You're making me cuss.
He's instigating.
I've never said the F-bomb.
I didn't even hear it.
You need to stop. Well, good, because I just said it and that's bad. This is a family.
You've never cursed?
I don't say the F-bomb on this show.
Oh, dude,
this is a family show. I got little kids watching this show.
You're the swear guy here. You're the swear guy.
Yeah, here. Aaron, you're the F-bomb. We have a little F-bomb meter for you.
Yeah, that first episode was...
You talk about stats. That's all we got. It's just like you're leading the pod in swears.
Hey,
that's 100%.
You gotta go with what you know, guys. Stay in your niche.
Bro, it's so funny too. This morning, be like, you cursed on the pod this week, and I'm like, well, Aaron did it, so Aaron started it. Like, I was like, maybe I could throw one or two in there. Yeah, come on, try to keep it classy.
Do you ever have a censored version where it's just like bleep 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 bleep?
No.
We should. I want to see how funny that would be.
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, dude, I'm on the Ravens here too. Probably wants to say, like, I counted the Texans out last week. I thought Cleveland was going to roll, and just that looked so silly. But I'm just like, Ravens with the rest. I need some data to back up these bye teams. But I feel there's been a couple upsets so far this playoff. So I'm like, why does it not just keep rolling? And then me being biased, I'd rather have this Texans team come to Buffalo for the AFC Championship than go down the Baltimore. Although that being said, Murderland. That being said, I've already looked at AFC Championship tickets.
No way.
How much are they looking?
Like $500 to $800.
That's it.
I think you have to do it.
Are you in the nosebleeds for that, or?
I don't know. I'll have to do some more research. But Baltimore,
I might donate.
Close.
I might donate to that.
So close, and then like
I might donate
if they
to that
won
fund.
to be there for like the first time in my lifetime to go to a bowl. I'm just like. Because like Super Bowl tickets would just be, there's no way. There's no way. I'd have
thousands of dollars. Yeah,
I'd have to take out a large personal loan, and I'm just not in that space. Like,
no.
Yeah, like no house to mortgage against, unfortunately yet. But yeah, dude. So that's how That's where I'm at that. But I will take the Texans to cover. I think 9.5 is kind of large. I think this Texans team, CJ Stroud doesn't make a lot of mistakes. We'll see how he goes up against this Harbaugh defense, who has been getting a lot of turnovers this season, especially with that linebacking core and a veteran pass rush. But yeah, I'm on that there. Just to backtrack real quick for my own curiosity. I know we already talked Dallas, but Holden, do you think Dallas should fire Mike McCarthy?
Absolutely.
Okay, Aaron?
Well, I say this. I say yes as a Cowboys fan, but as a Washington fan, now keep them in the division because obviously
Facts,
they'll
bro.
never actually do anything if Mike McCarthy is still the head coach. So you can keep him there.
Right.
But I mean, if I was a Cowboys fan, yeah, I think I want him gone for sure. I want somebody young, innovative, and I think he's kind of tarnished some of his legacy with A-Rod because it's like you've had this great team in Dallas year after year after year and done nothing.
It's 15 years away now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's another lifetime, another era of football. So
Yep.
I will say, has Dan Quinn always been his DC?
Just the past 2, maybe 3 years.
Okay, because I know the first year he was a head coach, he went to the championship game or like the divisionals and then lost.
Yeah, with the Falcons.
Okay.
After he won a bowl with Seattle.
Okay, and then Dan Quinn went to the Super Bowl but lost with Shanahan.
I believe that was Dan Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously he got fired. I think he took like a year off. And then when McCarthy came in, he was like, "Yo, you want to be DC?" He was like, "Frick yeah."
And McCarthy has never been to a championship game with the Cowboys?
No championship game in sight for the Cowboys. None.
Okay.
0.
Okay.
Thankfully.
I mean, I maybe, yeah, because if there's a better coach available like Bill Belichick, then move off him. You know,
get Ron Rivera. Get Ron Rivera. That'd be huge for us.
That would be
awesome.
Hey.
I heard
he's
see the
taking
report?
Defensive coaching positions potentially.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's crazy.
That'd be great for Washington. That'd be great because if it's a Ron Rivera defense, it's going to be garbage. So that'd be awesome, actually.
Jesus. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah,
love him as a person, but
I think overall, it would make Cowboy fans happy. But I also think it would make Jerry Jones happy to just get a new fresh face in there.
Okay.
Probably not Bill Belichick, but we'll see.
That just seems like such a match made in heaven. I'm like, if there's a guy who could tweak that roster, it's going to be him. But then, if it doesn't work out, it looks horrible. It's like, what do you mean? He wasn't good without Tom. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. So, Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to get y'all's opinion on that real quick before we get into this next game. Green Bay traveling to the other Bay. A matchup we saw a couple years ago I guess like last year for Aaron Rodgers' farewell. Holden, what do you make of this game as our NFC expert? Packers are 9.5 underdogs as well.
So big spreads. 9.5 in general in the playoffs is big. I think it's tough for me to touch the spreads. I mean, I'd probably just take probably take the points just in general, talking playoffs, just because it's just I feel like that's a dangerous thing though to let. Yeah, but I just if I'm not mistaken, the last time these two teams played,
yes, sir,
the Packers did beat the 49ers, and there was a kind of an awkward handshake between Kyle Shanahan and Matt LaFleur. These guys are buddies.
Are we talking playoffs or just regular season?
Regular season.
Big season.
Reg season. Yeah. But just in general, you remember that stuff. I feel like this is an opportunity, and I hate doing this sometimes, but like typically when you're the 1 seed, if you look at history, typically the 1 seeds, the 2 seeds, those are the teams that are making the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Typically. They're in the championship game. Typically, if you look at history, that's typically how it works. Yes, you have the occasional wild card Packers or the Ravens or whoever has done it. It happens. But for the most part, it's going to be tough for me to pick against the 49ers. I'm not saying I wouldn't love an upset to see a NFC North championship game. That would be kind of neat.
Oh, yeah.
But a little rest, everybody getting healthy, Chris McCaffrey getting healthy. This is an opportunity for them trading for him to really pay off and ultimately do what they got to do, and that's win this game, and you're in the championship game. And I think Jordan Love's going to still ball, I think it's going to be a game script where they're playing from behind a little, just like Vegas thinks. But I do think it's going to be like, I see this being a field goal touchdown type game, not 9.5 points. I don't think Green Bay gets blown out.
Who knows? Dallas
That's true. Give me the 49ers a little bit closer than Vegas thinks.
Dude, all right. Frick, yeah. Aaron, what do you think of this?
So, in the last 5 playoff meetups, this is according to NFL on Fox for the stat here, Green Bay has won once, and that was 2002. Every time they meet up, San Fran's always won. I'm gonna go with
It's like the same team, dude. In 2002, these are identical teams.
Exactly. Well, in 2022, they won by a field goal. So, or San Fran did. Pardon me.
Great game.
But yeah,
really good.
I'm gonna stick with San Fran here. It's kind of just the easiest pick here. I would not be surprised if Green Bay covered, so I'm gonna add that to my card as well.
Yes.
I think I like that spread. The hungry dog do be running faster. So I'm still taking San Fran.
Yeah, I'm a San Fran as well. Again, kind of like how I like the Ravens. It's just like a lot of rest. I think bodes well. I mean, again, as a team who is dealing with a lot of injuries, I wish we had some more rest. So yeah, I just love that. I'm with Holden on the whole CMC thing. It's just weird though, because I'm like, how will this Packers defense hold up against this Niners offense? I think that's really the battle here. And if Jordan Love can continue to not turn the ball over, definitely going to be where even one turnover could potentially swing this game. So I am on San Fran, but I will be taking Green Bay to cover. I just think 9.5 is quite a lot, especially these are both two well-coached teams. So, who knows what could happen. Keeping it rolling here, staying in the NFC. We talked a lot about these two teams. Tampa Bay Bucks going up to the Motor City. Ooh, it's going to be chilly. Ain't going to be that nice Florida weather.
Aren't they in a dome?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you still got to walk out of your hotel or whatever. I feel it's just like a mindset. I think it's just like how you pack your suitcase. You know what I mean? I think it's
pack your parka.
It might be a chance of, what was it? Better bring your parka. It might be a chance of flurries. Like, yeah. So, but according to DraftKings, we got the Lions. They're at 6.5. That has moved since I wrote this down. That's crazy. It was 6 like 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Holden, we're gonna stay with our NFC expert here. Bucks, or is it the Lions? Is it Dan Campbell?
I'm taking the Lions. 100%. I love this Lions team. I like Jared Goff's resurgence. At the end of the day, I think they just have this two-headed monster that I absolutely love. It's so fun to watch. They're built through their offensive line. They've got so many studs. And I like everything about this team better. This team met week 3, 4, or 5 this past year, and I think the Lions won 20-6. I believe it's a lot closer this time around. I think this could end up being a game where actually I think I like the Lions to cover this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I like the Lions. I like the Lions. I like the Lions to cover a touchdown. Yeah, I like the Lions to cover a touchdown in the playoffs. I just hope it's a close, high-scoring game. We'll get to one of my best bets, but it's something on the Lions side for sure again. And I think the Lions. We could see the Lions in the Super Bowl. We could see the Lions in a Super Bowl. I think it's so neat. Wild. I think it's so cool. I'm actually struggling because it's like when we get to the playoffs, it's like part of me starts just wanting stuff to happen. Like because
wanting Patrick to get an ass stat.
Thank you. Yes. What you want this stuff to happen. So exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I wanted the Browns to win just so I could have one of my friends get an ass tat. Like this is what I want. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, this Lions team, I want to see this. Why? I don't know, because it's been a franchise so bad for so long that it's like, why not them? And it gives me hope as a fan of a crappy team to say, like, one day this could be my life.
No,
like it would be this could be a moment in my life where we are competing for a Super Bowl. Give me the Lions. Love everything about this team. Go rewatch the Hard Knocks from a year ago? Go rewatch that and tell me if this team isn't ready for this moment. They are built like this. Grit is the word. Grit is this team. Love this Lions team. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'll show you. I put a ticket on them to win the Super Bowl after that game. I sure did. I love it. So I'm riding with the Lions.
Putting your money where your mouth is.
Better than putting your mouth where your money is.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, Aaron, who are you on? Who are you picking?
To Holden's point, what is it? Detroit, Buffalo, and Houston have all not won a Super Bowl yet. So for these teams to be,
and the Bills,
yeah, that's what I said. Did I say Buffalo? Right?
Yeah, he did. Oh, I know.
Browns, explicitly? Bills, Texans, Lions. Browns, Bills, Texans, Lions.
Yes.
Actually, those are the teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl. Those are teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl.
The Bills have been to a couple.
AFC, they've been to Super Bowls but lost.
Yes, they have not won.
Why are you so perplexed?
Anyways,
I'm getting confused. I thought there were 4 teams that haven't won, or is it 4 teams that haven't been?
Four teams that have not been.
Yeah,
but Buffalo is not one of them.
No, we've been 4 times. We've been. We just haven't won.
Detroit probably hasn't been.
San Diego, maybe.
I don't know.
Probably, yeah. But anyways,
Jacksonville.
I am officially now on the Dan Campbell wagon for the playoffs. I wasn't before. I thought, like
in love with Justin Fields.
Yeah, dude, trying to bear down where I thought, trying to put my money where my mouth was, and ended up putting my foot there. But I'm taking Detroit. I would not be surprised if Tampa Bay covered, because that defense has been playing really well. Maybe it was just the Eagles that kind of give me like more confidence in it, but they played decent against the playoff team and against the team that was leading the
made a Super Bowl last year. A lot of returners, a lot of guys, a lot of pieces they traded for to get veteran depth and get better at weak areas.
Yeah, so I like Detroit here and add a Gibbs anytime to my card.
I love that.
I like that.
Gosh, I love this Lions team. Just to reiterate again, just the look on fans' faces. They got a home win, and then for Dallas to win, like they didn't know they were going to get a second home game, even if they won. They're already looking at the road, and they're like, "Yeah, we get to play again in Ford Field, our home." That's such a good feeling too. So it's like this win just got even better, but then the stakes get even higher because it's like, I don't say losing on the road sucks, but I feel losing at home and seeing all your fans like.
Oh, dude.
It's like, damn, we really let the whole city down. I mean, they won a playoff game, so that's something to always hang their hats on for this season, It means a lot for them. But I do like this Tampa team. They're sneaky. Their last regular season game wasn't great. Philly's just been on a downward spiral, so I think it's a little slanted, a little skewed, on this like perception of this team. But I'm taking a lot of dogs this week. I'll take Tampa to cover. I'm going to take Detroit to win. I don't dabble in anytime touchdown scores that much unless it's Josh Allen. But that being said, I think Mike Evans is kind of due. I think he's been a little quiet. I think he's still been highly effective this year. I don't really know a ton about this Lions secondary. I think maybe they'll be able to expose it a little. So, and it's definitely, I think, going to be a high-scoring game. I think they're going to have to pass a lot, and Baker trusts Mike Evans as he should. So Lions to win, Tampa to cover, but who knows? Anything can happen. Fellas, it's about that time. It's a time that maybe Aaron isn't looking forward to and hasn't been. Maybe he's been thinking about this entire time. Maybe he thinks about taking sweet, in his mind, revenge for an otherwise competitive and totally fair game. Dude, it's Bills, baby. It's Bills time. Mount up. Let's ride, Buffalo. Bills by $1 billion here. We're hosting KC again. It's just nuts to me. We played this team a lot in the last couple of years, playoffs, regular season, etc. It's always been in Arrowhead. It has not been in Buffalo. I believe next year it'll be in Buffalo regular season, which is nice. It's going to be chilly. Got more snow on the horizon. They apparently play well in the cold too, but Miami sucks in the cold, so can't really read into that too much. Yeah, man. Bills favorite -2.5. I don't know why. I think this line should be more.
Really?
Can't remember if we won by a field goal or a touchdown earlier.
You're crazy. You're crazy if you think it should be more when it's Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
That's a little biased if I've ever heard it.
I thought the line last week was wrong, and I was wrong about that. But I feel like I don't know, man. We're at home, and like I know we got injuries, but it's just Josh has been playing excellent, absolutely excellent. I think the Chiefs kind of had a little bit of a gimme against the Dolphins because just historically they are a horrible cold weather team, and I think they're just not built for that kind of ball. I think we are a little bit more than that. Um, Obviously pretty banged up at a lot of positions: punter, linebacker, defensive back. But the offense is fairly healthy, and Khalil Shakir is almost a better receiver in this offense than Gabe Davis is healthy. So, and just Kincaid making plays, Knox being effective when needed, Diggs maybe not being the touchdown scorer that he once was, but moves the chains, and is just a smart player and reliable. So I'm gonna take the Bills here, 1,000%. I don't want to say I might alt spread it. I might just a touch, just above a field goal, but I know we're banged up. But this is the weakest the Chiefs have been in a very long time, and if we don't find a way to just get them out of it on our home turf, I will be pretty disappointed because this is another team. I don't say not kind of similar to Dallas, where it's like, okay, we've made the playoffs.
It is.
We've won playoff games. Something
you've
needs to
been in the
change. We need
championship
the big
game.
one. I don't want to see any changes. I love this team. I love this. I obviously love Josh Allen. I love Sean McDermott. I love our GM. I don't want to see anything change. So Bills, just go out there, just play our ball, and Josh be smart like you were this past week. If he doesn't turn the ball over, we win games. And maybe it's not that simple, but I think that's a really good recipe for success. So
pretty consistent.
Yeah, go Bills, man. Straight up, straight up. Let's go Holden here. Let's have Aaron go last.
This is super tough.
What?
I'm gonna be serious. This is to me, this is the toughest game on the slate by far. Spread probably says that. Yeah. But Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs versus Josh Allen is 2-0. And granted, that was at his house. This is why I've struggled with it all day. I was trying to look at it and I was trying to think, like, can I really pick that? For you, I want it because I think it'd be neat. You know, you've made the AFC Championship game. Granted, it was against the Chiefs and y'all lost, but I just think
different team.
It was a coin flip.
You know what, Aaron? You're right. It is a coin flip.
Dude, to Holden's point, no one plays Patrick Mahomes better than Josh Allen. It's just that weird X factor is it's never happened in Buffalo. So it's either a huge positive.
This is a coin flip for me. This is a coin flip.
Oh no, I was talking about the championship game. Like if Buffalo got the ball, they probably would have scored.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late.
This is such a cop out.
What do you want it?
Tails never fails, baby.
Sean, you call it.
Bills by $1 billion. Yeah.
All right. Tails, Bills.
Shoot, or maybe heads because
I want to be Chiefs. Which one? Tell me.
Dude, tails never fails. I feel Josh Allen would ride.
Tails never fails. All right.
Josh should pick tails.
Tails, Bills.
Hey, it's your record. You can't pick it. That's fine.
It's tails. It's Bills. We're going Bills. So we are picking Josh Allen to finally get over the hump of beating Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs at his house on his turf.
Mm-hmm.
Coin, baby. Coin said it, not me. It is what it is.
We just got to find a way. Just got to find a way. One game at a time. 1-0 the whole way. All right,
that's my pick.
Damn, I love that pick. Wish you was just
I bet you
I'll
do.
Take it. But
I'm sorry, I can't.
Your record's gonna appreciate it. Your record hopefully will appreciate it.
I was gonna.
Dude, you love Patrick Mahomes. You Patrick Mahomes. It's not the same team. It's not.
All right.
We cooked that Dolphins secondary. So did he. It makes sense. Like I'm just saying. Like.
Coin.
Anyway.
Believe in the coin.
All right. Earn.
Well,
I
got a couple. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
I got a couple things going on here. So, this is the first away playoff game that Patrick Mahomes has ever had.
Ever.
Also, in the past, every time the Buffalo Bills and the Steelers met in the playoffs, the winner went to the Super Bowl.
That's wild. I didn't know that. That's a hell of a stat.
That's history.
I love that stat.
The one thing that's nagging at me, and the one thing that like just defies all logic, is the Taylor Swift effect.
Is that really an effect, though?
Did he just leave?
I guess he did. Maybe he'll rejoin. If not, continue your. I like this. I like this.
So
I'm hooked.
So I am going to pick the Bills. All right, you guys won, whether fair or square. Obviously, I have debatable reasons, but I'll keep them to myself. I'm gonna be a good loser and support my friend.
I appreciate
And
that. I would have done the same.
I did, albeit didn't like watching him score on me, but you guys did well. And I mean, Shakir earned that touchdown. All right, like
Dude,
I'm never gonna take that away
he's
from him
so
or
nice.
call it shiesty because Minka should have made that tackle.
Oh yeah,
That's just the end
and
of it.
Mika doesn't miss those. Mika had a hell of a game. He had a great game.
I mean, he
He's a
missed a
beast.
chunk of the season. I wish he was more healthy, but
Still a stud.
I think the Bills can do it. I think they have a really good shot of getting there, no matter who they play in the AFC Championship. If you can beat Kansas City, even if they're not at home, and beat the Taylor Swift effect, then you can win the Super Bowl. So I'm going to pick Buffalo to win, Kansas City to cover because I know the NFL is just going to make it closer than it really needs to be.
Mm.
Hey, watch the refs this game, all right? Watch them.
I will say the ref, this one I already saw on like Bill's Twitter or whatever, is notoriously, or not notoriously, but the stats do favor KC, and not only that, in other games where he's done against the Bills, it's been negative towards the Bills. But
Right.
hopefully that's not a case. Hopefully it's just, no
So
questionable stuff.
yeah, I'm gonna add KC. I guess what is it +3 to my card because I imagine they cover something close. It's probably gonna be a field goal kind of game. Like I know you want it to be more than that, and I fully appreciate that because
Yeah.
I would love nothing more to see Kansas City get obliterated. But
Dude, it'd be so nice. I just want to see Patrick Mahomes like cry like he did last time we played them.
oh yeah,
As
he's got some animosity in this game, doesn't he? Because of the
it's slight revenge game
worst
for
call
sure.
I've ever seen.
How do you make that call? It's like because he has to. It's like you just, dude, like you don't get to bend the rules as they so fit.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. Like, you can't make that call. Yeah, you can. You can, and they did.
Yeah.
So,
Move on.
good. Buffalo by 1 billion. Bills by 1 billion. Go get you one. Go get you one, sir.
Dude, I hope so. I hope so. It'd be sick. We'll have to look at some stuff if the Bills win. So
Yeah. Yeah.
because even just to see a playoff game would be lit, even if it's in opposing
Hey, he's back.
territory. Yeah, I texted him for best bets because we're on
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Oh, dude.
He just
So,
didn't want to stick around for my debauchery.
nah, maybe he had to do something right quick, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just get back on, say my best bet, and then dip again." It is what it is. Holden, you want to give us your best bet?
Yeah, let's go with
The world.
so let's go with Jared Goff over 275 pass yards.
Ooh, I like that.
I also personally like, and I don't know what the line set out now, I believe you can get Baker Mayfield 250-ish, 250 something. I like Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff to both go over their passing yards lines. I'm going to take Jared Goff at 275. I believe Baker's at about 252. I like both of them. I think this is going to be somewhat of a shootout.
Yeah.
And I think after what I saw this past week from both quarterbacks, I think both are going to come out passing. I think it's going to be fairly high scoring, and I love both of those. As far as the spread goes or a money line, really tough for me. Can't do them.
It's fair. Not everyone
Yeah,
has that
those are my top two. Both QBs to go over their passing line.
Another tasty one from last week that could potentially roll over into this week is Baker Mayfield 2 touchdowns thrown. That was at plus money last week, and obviously he went over that. So just saying, that'd be kind of sick. Aaron, you got any best bets?
I do. So as I said earlier, Green Bay +9. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. I know San Fran is great, but I don't know how they do off bye weeks. And also, this Green Bay team is humming. And then I'm going to take Houston +9. Just in case, Stroud does decide to show up against the best defense in the league. Because, I mean, that O-line held Myles Garrett to 0 sacks and like 2 pressures.
Yeah.
And that's a very good defense on the Browns. So like if they can do the same thing to Baltimore, I expect them to cover just a bit. And then a Gibbs anytime touchdown. I think I don't know if it's automatic. I don't want to call it automatic, but they've been feeding the run game very evenly, as Holden has
Especially
said.
down under the 5-yard line. They love to just, okay, you get one, now you get one.
Yeah. So
sick.
Those are my 3.
Dude, nice. I'm torn here. Obviously, bias pick is going to be Bills minus 2.5. I might check out the team total, see what that's at or whatever. In terms of these other games, it's tough to bet. Probably, I really want to tail you on plus 9.5, but I feel that's kind of cowardly. So, you know what? We'll ride hot hand. Let's take Tampa plus. No, we're just going to stay with Bills. We're going to stay with Bills. You have Houston. I'm not going to follow you on that, but I will do an anytime touchdown score. Mike Evans, he's going to find the end zone. He's an experienced dude. He's done it before. I think Baker's going to have to lean on him. He was quiet last week, so I think this is the week he breaks out a little. All right. I don't do anytime touchdown scores a lot, but we'll do it just because it's the Yoffs, baby.
The Yoffs.
Well, we did it all, fellas. Recap. Me and Aaron didn't kill each other like we did in the pregame and the pre-show conversations. Almost wish I was taping for that. That maybe would have been good social stuff. It was heated. It was tough.
It was bad, y'all. It was bad.
That was tame.
No, it was bad. I didn't even think we were gonna do a pod today, bad. Like
it was getting close on that line. I was like, are we not about to do this?
No, I was still down to do it. I had to get it off my chest, dude.
You had to air your grievances. What is this? Like
I did.
Festivus?
Yes, it is. That's what it is.
I was a little nervous, but hey, you boys, at the end of the day, we're all brothers here. All right, and yes, sometimes brothers fight. But they hug it out and they move on, and that's life.
Facts for sure. Thousand.
Although Sean was baiting me all pod, dropping little subtle little.
I had to poke it just a little, just be like, just a little, like, will he take the bait? And he didn't.
Dude, I was like so bitter. I was so bitter after the game. I was like, what the heck? Like, you could have said anything to me, and I would have been like, yep. Whatever, bitch. You know, like,
dude, the fact that you texted me first, I was blown. I was fully expecting like a full day, and I was like, okay, maybe he's not taking as bad as I thought he would. I'll text back, like, you know, yeah, y'all really, you know, gave us a run for our money, you know, whatever, like, good game. You know, share some nice feedback we got on the show, and I'm not hearing it. It was like, of course a Bills fan would say that. Like, it was just like, it was wild. But yeah, so we did picks, we did best bets. So. Well, with that being said, enjoy this playoff football. First week was fantastic. Let's hope these good games keep rolling. Let's hope the Bills keep winning. And let's hope you win all your bets. It's a great time. Stay safe out there with the weather, y'all. It's getting crazy out there. So just, you know, be careful, have backup plans, you know, get it all figured out. Be prepared to hunker down. That being said, love you guys.
Love
Bills.
you too.
Bills
Go
5
Bills.
billion.
I got nothing, dude. Lamar Jackson MVP, bitch.
Josh Allen.